It is so good to be here, and I've noticed already how nice you people are. Walking to the show tonight, just a woman ran up to me and she said, "I love your hair. It's like you're going fast, but you're not." When I got here, I looked in the mirror and I'm like, I'm going pretty fast. I mean, look at the view. It's almost like I'm flying over you. If you look at the side, it's ridiculous. It's crazy. Where's he going? Oh, I can see that look on your face. You're all wondering why Tony Danza's in your wonderful city tonight. Some of the older people are like, "No, honey, that's Henry Winkler. He's here. Times are tough. He's back on stage again." The younger people are like, "Man, the singer for the Chili Peppers is pretty haggard. Why is he here tonight?" Oh my gosh, you guys look great. I know a lot of you got that look on your face like, how Italian is this guy? Are his eyebrows connecting? Yes. By the end of the set, just one brow for you. I am Italian, oh my gosh. I'll tell you this right now, came from a big Italian family. You know, and even as a little kid, I would run into the kitchen and I'd see all the Italian women in there. You know, my mom, my aunts, grandma in there. And I just look at all these little Italian women. I was like, they are so beautiful. And they are so beautiful. And I realized as a little kid, their Italian women are so beautiful. And as they get older, they become handsome. If you're Italian and you're a woman, I mean that with respect. Your husband's gonna roll over and see Tony Danza in bed in about 10 years. You guys, my mom was the first real man in my life. I thought I had 4 grandpas to the funeral. Thought we were just progressive. They're like, "No, that's grandma who's passed away, Joey." I've been calling grandma No-No for the last 4 years. Oh, yes, Italian. It's just different too, you know. I was thinking today, you know, even as a little kid growing up, I dropped a bomb on my family at 10 years old because I came out as a magician. Yeah, I used to wear a cape with no shirt on. I had a wand trying to make people disappear that weren't there. You know, and to make it worse, at 10 years old, my dad got me my first bicycle, and it was a girl's bike. Yeah, you know, a girl's bike. And my dad and I got into it. I'm like, "Dad, I don't know if you know, I'm a magician with a lot of glitter on and a cape with no shirt on. It's been tough enough. But the girl's bike's not helping my situation, Dad." And of course, he's like, "Why do you think it's a girl's bike? What makes it a girl's bike?" I'm like, "Dad, it says country girl written across the side. I can read, Dad." "You're gonna let those words define you, Joey?" Yeah, a little bit, Dad." "You let those words define what kind of man you are?" Yeah, Dad, I am. Because it's not like it is today that if we saw the shirtless boy, you know, riding in the cape on the girl's bike, you're just like, "Here's a trophy, you win, on your way. Just go, yes, here's another trophy for you." It wasn't like that then. You know, and I'd get bullied. I tell people all the time, I know what it's like to get picked on because people would pick on me. You know, I'd be riding my bike and people would yell things. And I told my dad, "Dad, people are picking on me." He's like, "Who?" I go, "Mom." And I'm either grandma or grandpa. I can't make it out from here. But they're being aggressive. And I loved magic. I loved my bike. You know, at a certain point, though, I had to give up magic. It was tough. Has anyone ever had to give up magic? And has anyone ever had to give up something that they love so much? No? Okay, I should have moved here. Just where all your dreams come true. Maybe I can move back and I can start doing magic again. Right? I had to give it up. I remember exactly where I was. I was alone. I was like, man, if I'm ever gonna meet a girl, if I'm ever gonna have a girlfriend in my life, you know, I gotta put away the scarves. I gotta put away the rings. I gotta put a shirt on and take the cape off. You know, I had to get out. I realized if I was ever gonna have a woman in my life, I gotta quit. So at 36, I was out. I got on Country Girl and went for one last ride. What's up? It's so different. Even walking around today, I saw McDonald's. I loved McDonald's when I was a kid. Anyone else love McDonald's? Remember if you're good, let's get some cholesterol. Come on, let's go. You know, McDonald's was a treat for me. When my kids were little, McDonald's was a threat. I would threaten them. I'm gonna take you through the drive-thru. No, Dad, don't do it. Saturated fats, GMOs. Guys, I just found out gluten is not a metal band from Germany. I just found that out. So I don't know what these other things you're talking about are. I loved McDonald's as a kid. I remember my mom, oh my gosh, single mother, selling real estate, you know, making ends meet. She would just wait for me outside on a Friday in her car and just yell, Joey! I'd come running out, get in the car, honey, we're going to McDonald's. Oh my gosh, get in the car. She'd put Elton John on and away we'd go to McDonald's. Go in there and get whatever you want. Can I, Mom? Yes. Can we eat in this dirty parking lot? Yes, we can. We're gonna sit in the car and eat McDonald's. That was enough. You know, there was no video games, there was no iPhone, just McDonald's in the car. I'd sit up front with her and she'd just watch me shovel McDonald's into my fat little Italian face. Gang, 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 gang. She'd roll the windows up so tight and I'd shovel more McDonald's into my face. Bam, bam, bam. It was like Shark Week. Gang, 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 gang. While my mom smoked. Yes, smoking in the car, a Virginia Slim. Do you know what a Virginia Slim is, you guys? It's a cigarette, it's a cigarette, it's like a flare. It's a cigarette this long, you guys. Just out of her mouth. She'd wave it around the car like it was incense. Here you go, honey. Let's make sure everybody gets some. She'd roll the window down and tap on the car next door. What's going on in there? Smoke everywhere. I couldn't see her. And I'd get scared. Mom, where are you? Ash on my Big Mac so I know I'm alive. Her little hand would come out. Here I am, honey. Smoke everywhere. So much smoke, I'd take a fry and I would dip it in the smoke. I'm dipping the fries in the smoke, just pulling in toxins, yes. Oh my gosh, I love you, Mom. I would skywrite, you're the best, Mom, I love you. Dipping the fries in the smoke. Check that out. You know why I'm dipping the fries in the smoke? Because no one had discovered ranch dressing yet. That's what I'm talking about. Imagine a world without ranch dressing. See how tight the room got right now? I don't like him talking about that. Oh, gosh. The other night after a show, I wanted to go, and a bunch of us were going to the club next door, and I didn't have my ID, and the young guy at the front door said, hey, man, I need to see some ID. I need to know you're old enough to get in here. I'm like, bro, look at this face. It looks like a leather bag full of rocks. I don't care, I need ID. I had no ID, and I said, check it out, I'm this old, and I pulled this out of my back pocket. You know what that is. This guy thinks it's a vape. Sir, you remember using one of these? It was a while ago, but you remember, man. Oh, you gotta tighten it up sometimes. Oh, that's the final haircut right there, sir. You wear it well. Oh my gosh, what I lose in the shower, I wish I could give to you. Not fair. If I could take an eyebrow off, I'd throw it on your head. this into the bar, and no one knew what it was. People were looking at me, what's he gonna do with that? And I said, it's just for the eyebrows.